Welcome back to the Light Renegades. My name is Starr. Thank you so much for joining me today, everyone. To those that might be new here, we are the Light Renegades. We are a collective of Pleiadian beings bringing you information from the veils that are non-existent at this time, allowing you to access deeper information with regards to the ascension process through teams of light of all facets of every which way possible at this moment in time. And today is no exception, everyone. I have something to share that happened this morning that, shouldn't blow my mind by now, but I think it was definitely a reality check for me, and I think I needed it. So yesterday I needed to use the newspaper for something. I don't typically read the newspaper or anything like that, but I needed to use the newspaper, so I picked it up. I did actually read my horoscope, I won't deny that. And then I turned to another page and I was faced with the painting of King Charles. And I think it was the first time that I'd locked eyes with this being for some time. I think I caught them over Christmas with regards to their speech. I watched maybe 30 seconds of it and I walked away. But I connected in and I thought, there is still so much going on there. There was still so much that we are all connected to with regards to all of that somewhere. And, I've kept very quiet with regards to my understandings of what is happening within that space right now, because it's quite frankly just not my space to be speaking about. And I don't feel like that's the direction that I'm in at the moment. But to my surprise, King Charles showed up this morning in my kitchen, in the kitchen of my borrowed house for this moment in time. And I was told to not engage with this being. They did show up in reptilian form. They were wearing a cloak as I've seen them before. They kind of have like a long cloak and then it's like a gold necklace that goes around the neck. And I thought, I'm not sure why this is here. And I took a minute to just sit and experience that as an experience in itself, and see how I felt in that moment. And I think, I know I'm on this path. So many expansive things happen. Doing these videos is, quite so much of a miracle. I know this, but somewhere you are unable to fully bring it into your full and present life, because there is so much out there that is so conflicting at this time. There is so much information that is incredibly conflicting at this time. I think it's really difficult to try and make sense of this all of the time. So I think this was a reality check for me. And Teams of Light then came in afterwards to say, look, if you weren't important, if what you are bringing forward, what all of you Light Renegades are doing wasn't important, why would this being be showing up for you? And, it was very much a, okay, yeah, I'm listening, and I think I need those moments sometimes to snap me back into where I am, into what I'm experiencing, and to remind me that all of this is relevant somewhere, no matter whom it is reaching at this time. Those souls that need to hear it are the ones that are awake right now, and we are making a difference. And I really had to sit with my, I guess, ego somewhere, but also in a space of, I have to make this my reality. I have to be able to pull myself out of the mud, out of the confusion, and say, no, like, this is my reality. And I think it's because, often we have, you all know, we're all living this path together. There are so many around us that don't quite see everything at this space in time. And, I feel like I'm pulled every which way in center a lot of the time by a lot of different spaces, a lot of different energies. And, it's really difficult to stronghold in your beliefs as you are being pulled. And I realized that, I'm always being watched. I'm always being protected from beings that are around me at all times. And the same goes for all of you. So this is a reminder that, our teams of light are protecting us. The fact that I don't see reptilians day in, day out, I think is a sure factor of just how much I am protected from the energies that are out there. So whatever I'm experiencing, I'm experiencing it for a reason. And the same will go for all of you. So for those that might be experiencing, all manner of things at this time, I've definitely been dealing with a lot of shadowy aspects. Again, and having to face myself in my shadow and my timelines that are less favorable to this path, I guess, at this moment in time, but things of the past that I've been involved in darker realms of understanding, and really having to stand strong in my understanding of who I am now, as the soul that I am now, and everything that I've learned along the way. So I feel like this morning was just very much a marker point of, hey, this is real, it's happening, and you're involved, and you're heavily involved. And I think I forget like how much already has happened on my path. It's very much, living in the present moment. That was something that was been pushed onto me with regards to this path as I've been progressing. It's very much been trying to stay in the present moment at all times, and I've been obliging. But I think sometimes I do need to take a look back and just look at everything that I've been through, everything that I've experienced thus far. And, I did a whole series channeling Princess Diana, and that was, right at the beginning of my journey. I almost wish I could redo that again because I didn't feel prepared. You can go and watch back. You can watch me back. I look a shadow of the being that I am today, and, I have to trust in the process of that. But it was quite a startling thing to jump into. It wasn't that much longer before that I was introduced to the Galactic Federation of Light, now as the GA, as you know them today with us. And I think that it's just been shocking to me how much has changed in such a short space of time. Yet at the same time, I'm still battling with my mental psyche of trying to make sure that I'm ready to take on what's to come, but also to remind myself that all of this is real. And, it is our mind that holds us back. And I think because we've had all of these geostorms, the weather is absolutely chaotic, by the way, in the UK. I don't know how everyone else is, wherever you are in the world, but we've had only a few days of sunshine. We are, mid-spring coming into summer, and we've only had a few days of sunshine. It's absolutely pelting it down with rain again today. I feel like there is a cleansing happening somewhere. So everything is just in the most amounts of chaos. We have so much going on around the world, and we are here picking up all of that energy as much as we are working through our own personal path and our personal expanse as well. So do remember that, everyone. And I think that I've just gotten so much in my mental mind because my body was just trying to process all of these energies, and I thought, okay, that's something that I need to make note of, is that when my body is going through so much, it is my mind that takes over, and it is my mind that stops me from being able to access all parts of me. And it can be a hindrance. I think that for moving forward, I need to remind myself that it is heart that I need to lead with, which is incredibly difficult and trying for me. I think that has been something that I've had to consistently work on this path, is making sure my heart is open, cracking my heart open time and time again. And, I've hit that roadblock again where I'm realizing I'm having to take a look at myself and my personal healing and say, I need my heart to be more open, because it's going to be my heart that leads me. It's going to be my intuition that leads me, and not my mind. Our third eye and our heart chakra are incredibly aligned, and it's time to start feeling into everything a lot more rather than what the mind is telling you. And I did actually consume a video. I want to say consume because that's how it felt. It felt like I was being encroached on with regards to my beliefs when I watched this video. And this is of someone that is a pillar of the, Starseed community out there. I've had my eye on this being for some time. I've had my question marks around this being for some time. And I just thought, what I've just watched was incredibly conflicting, and I feel conflicted. And I realized when I broke down the sentences of what this being was sharing, there were things that just didn't make sense and that weren't aligning. So I just want to say, please be wary of what you are consuming. Question this channel, question everything you are watching, and just make sure that everything that you are consuming is aligning for your highest good, and, aligning for what makes you feel like you should be there. I was watching something, I thought, this isn't my space, I shouldn't be watching this, and it doesn't align with me. And that's not to, no, I'm going to say it. I believe that this being is kind of muddying the waters with regards to information out there. I'm not going to share who this being is, but I just wanted to make everyone aware. And we were told of false prophets, and they are real, they are here. And I think this goes across the board. When I see something, my spidey senses completely tingle, and I'm really just having to trust myself and trust in my knowing and what I feel. So trust in that too, even if this is a being that steps forward and says, I know, I know the most, I have the most amount of followers, whatever it is. If there is something that is guiding you towards that person just because you feel like there is so many other people watching them, just try and take a minute before you consume and say, why am I here? What is this doing for me? And, is this helpful to me on my path? because I think that we are coming to a time where we are splitting again, we are shedding again, and we're really having to decide what is going to be best for us moving forward. And we're going to have to be completely honest with ourselves. This is definitely something I've been going through the past couple of weeks. It's like, what makes me feel good? What do I need? What am I looking for moving forward in my path and in my journey? You know, what is my what is my dream somewhere, you know? And I think all of you should take a minute to truly process that and take a minute to just assess where you are. Again, I'm going to keep saying this because I think it's very easy to just get lost in the source, lost in the energies. And I'm really having to stop myself and ground myself and say, hey, come back to you. What do you need in this time? And, you know, how can I make sure that I'm giving myself that first and foremost? So that's a message to all of you out there. Take stock of where you are right now and just assess what you need and see where you are getting that in your spaces and where you aren't, and see what alignments need to be shifted so that you can access those moments of, you know, peace, of calm, of stability. I think stability is what we are all craving. We are in unstable times, so the amount of stability that you can create within one own self is going to be incredibly beneficial for you moving forward. And, you know, those spaces of healing will make themselves known to you. Your bits of community will make themselves known to you. I really think we're coming into a time where we are accessing more of our tribe, more of those that are aligning with us, because we are going to have to come together. This is going to be a team effort. I realize this. The further that I get along in this path, it's going to be through teamwork that we all can, you know, help each other out and all can reach the highest vibration that we want to be experiencing, but also battle everything that we have going on right now. And I'm intrigued to see what information wants to come forward, because I found it interesting that, you know, King Charles stepped forward today, showed up today. They didn't have anything to say. I was told to not engage in any which way. So I thought, okay, today's message must be important. So I'm going to let teams of light in. And I think this is perhaps going to be a crossover message too. I think I've been feeling this energetically for some time, but I just had no confirmation of this anywhere. So I'm going to allow the Angelic Council in. It is going to be Michael that is stepping forward with regards to these channelings. I'm not sure if that will change as time goes on, but I'm going to bring in Angel Michael and see what he has to share for all of us today. Thank you, dear ones, for showing up. We know that it's a tall ask that we have been pressing towards you, moving forward on this path. There are so many of you still so confused, and rightly so. There are many conflicting understandings out there in your realms at this time. And we wish to say that you are not wrong. You are not in the dark. You know. Every part of your being knows exactly what is happening somewhere. We wish to remind you to always come back to yourself first and foremost, how you are feeling in any given moment, and truly look at the signs. It's very subtle, but it's there. How does your body feel? Do you feel at peace? Do you feel at ease? Do you feel on high alert? What is happening to you? Some of you are neglecting your bodies, neglecting the signs that we are sending you. Sometimes it is not safe to send you overt signs in the spaces that you are. There are many eyes watching, just as this dear soul expressed from her interaction this morning. We allowed for her to see all that is around her over the past few days to truly help her understand just how much she is protected, as are all of you. At any given moment, there are beings out there trying to impede on your path, on your journey, trying to stop your expanse, and we are here protecting each and every one of you. There are energies out there that are impeding on all crossovers of timelines and understanding. This is why we've decided to step forward as a collective of this Angelic Council and amidst all of this energy of the negative reptilian forces, because we are all having to come together to fight these energies so that you can all break free. This is something that we have been doing for lifetimes, for eons, and this is no exception. This has been a difficult road for all. We would be lying to you if we said that we knew exactly how this was going to play out. We do not. This is up to the collective consciousness, which is why it is so important those that are awake now are truly looking after themselves and expressing themselves in their highest vibration and in all manner of authenticity and structures that are allowing for you to show your most authentic self and be honest to everyone about who you are. It is not a time to hide. It is not a time to shame oneself for your beliefs. It is a time to step forward and say, I'm here, I know what I believe in, and everything is real. It is very difficult where you are to stick to your understanding and your perceived. The words that you use down here are much different to our vibration, so it does often take us a minute to align. Please bear with us. The energies of delusions, the energies of madness, of craze, of understandings that are conspiracy, are just ways in which this fabric of existence tries to keep you trapped. There are energies around you that would have you believe that what you think is an illusion. It is not. It is the truth, and it is your truth. So stand firmly in your truth. Every day we try and give you synchronicities. We try and give you signs that you are on the right path. You are just cracking open to levels of understanding that many are only just about to reach, and that is okay. But you have to stand strong in your beliefs, because fighting with self is only going to hinder you moving forward. We say this with so much love and heart and so much understanding and compassion for where each of you find yourselves in your journey. We are not worried about you. We are not worried about the state of humanity. We know that each and every one of you are waking up deeper and deeper every day, and we know that this path has already been won somewhere. We are aligning you to those energies so that we can make that reality for you in the here and now. This is going to be a long process, but there are going to be many, many strong holdings of light along the way. There are going to be many breakthroughs. This year alone is going to be shocking for many. We will say this over and over again. There is so much that is happening behind the scenes. We are working tirelessly to help you all move forward in your expanse and in your understanding, so that you can reach the highest vibrations and reach a state of safety. Safety within one's own self, and safety for yourselves and those around you. We know so many of you are worried about your families. We say, please do not worry. Everything is being organized behind the scenes to make sure that we can have an easier ride as possible in what's to come. This is not to say that things will not fall, will not shatter, but there is nothing that you need to be worrying about. All you should be thinking about at this time is how you can make yourself feel most comfortable and those around you, while still battling through the processes that you decided to take on this lifetime. Some of you forget you came here to work through energies so that you could break free to the next chapter, to the next layers, to those higher vibrations and timelines. This is all going to be work, but this is teamwork. The soul is right in sharing that community is going to be how you move forward together. There will be so many that will step forward and need your help and your guidance, and you will be well equipped to help them. Some of you are serving so many at this time without taking true acknowledgement of where you are in your process. You are helping so many that need you, so many that step forward without knowing that they need you. Truly take this understanding on and hold it in your heart. So many of you are shaming selves, are denying who you are through this idea of that you are not doing enough. You are doing so much. By existing right now, your energy is high vibrational as it is. You are working through so much for this entire collective energy that is remarkable. We are incredibly proud of each and every one of you. We see so many of you shedding through so many layers of past that do not serve your highest good and need not be brought with you in this new frame of existence. We want you all to remember that it is going to be you that takes care of you. It is going to be you that allows you to step forward into the next chapters. You are here as a community, as a collective, so look out for one another, but make sure that you are looking out for self as well. This is going to be the era of self-love, self-compassion, and self-expression. Those that wish to join you will. Those that should be by your side will make themselves known to you. There will be trying times. You will be tested. You will be pushed. There will be energies out there that wish to knock you off your state of equilibrium and balance. This is something that happens daily. We see so many of you breaking through and saying no, and we are incredibly proud of where each of you find yourselves in your path of expanse right now. There is not much more that we would like to share with you today, just to say that we are here and we are protecting you. We hope that the information being brought forward today has allowed you to see just how much you are protected. So when you are asking for protection, when you are seeking higher states of understanding, this is just so that you can feel in control of your life. We do take steps back from those that are of expanse so that you can work through the next layers and next levels. This is something that this dear soul has experienced, and we do hope that she shares some information with you with regards to that. We are helping each and every one of you in your personal paths. Please never think that you are not alone. Please never think that we are not watching you, protecting you, just because you cannot see us, just because you might not be able to feel us or hear us. Please do not think that we are not with you. We are with you all day, every day, in every realm of understanding. We wish that we could make this make more sense to you in the here and now, but expanse is slow and arduous at times. We are breaking down consciousness, and if we move too quickly, there would be a shattering that we truly do not want you to experience. We are holding your hands each and every way. We are holding each and every soul so dearly and close to each of our arms. We want for you to feel nothing but love from us and from all beings of light that are out there. Sometimes they come in very peculiar forms. Some do not look like light beings, but you will feel in heart if a being is stepping forward to show you love. So trust in your feelings and your knowings. It is going to be through intuition. It is going to be through heart that you truly understand what is happening and what is going to be these next paths of understanding moving forward. We want to express that it is going to be you that allows you to break free. Remember this. It is going to be you that allows you to live a more harmonious life, even through the changes that are catastrophic to so many. We know that there is a lot that is happening on your planet right now with regards to there being a lot of conflicting understandings and destruction. We want for all of you to stay strong in your understanding that your light, all you need to do is send that out to those beings that are suffering. Those are countries that may be suffering. Those expressions of consciousness that may be suffering. Just send your love and your light. We do not want you to be up all night worrying about other souls. Of course, you have compassion for all souls that exist, but know that each and every one of you is connected at heart. So all you need to do is sit there in a state of peace and send love out to those that are struggling. And remember, soul eternal. Anyone that is losing life at any point in this path, they are being brought back again in so many different facets of understanding that are going to be beneficial to that soul and to all of you. Each and every one of you is connected. Please remember this. Each and every soul is loving at heart somewhere. Please remember this. Even those that are stepping towards you with ideas that are hurting you, that might be really stumping your light or your path at this time, those beings are hurting too somewhere, which is why they step forward and try and push you. We will share more of this at a later date. We think that that is enough for today. We are truly going slow with this process, everyone, and we apologize to those that are leaping forward, but please know that we are assisting you and guiding you in the right directions of information and understanding. So trust in your research, trust in your intuitive nudgings of where you are being guided to more information at this time, because it truly is for you. Each and every one of you are doing your own understandings, own briefings, own research to help this collective consciousness expand. So know that anything that you read, anything that you are processing, this is for the greatest good of all. But yes, please do be careful. Not be careful, but please make sure that you are truly understanding the information that is being brought forward to you. There are many that are sharing information that truly is not going to be helpful moving forward on this path. If any being steps forward and said that they are worried of what's to come, they are not here for your highest good. We are all supporting you. We have every faith that everything is going to work out at some point in time for the highest good of all. We have every faith in you that everything is going to go as smoothly as possible. We are making sure that we are behind the scenes holding you and guiding you. There are so many beings out there at this time that are helping you step forward in your highest vibration. So please trust in this energy. Do not sink into fear. Do not sink into manipulation that you are not working hard enough, striving hard enough, or being your most authentic self is going to hinder you in some way. If any being is stepping forward and saying that they do not support you, even if you are making choices that are of perhaps a more shadow aspect, or perhaps of something that would not be perceived as a high vibration, that being is not there for your highest good. We support you in everything. We will certainly step forward and say, we do not think that this is for your highest good, but we still hold you and love you. We will never shout at you. We will never tell you that you are wrong. We will merely leave you to understand and work through those processes and those energies, and you will eventually come around. So any being that is telling you off somewhere, that is not us, that is not a being of light, that is not a being of a high vibration. Please do hold this in mind moving forward in your path and in your journey. There are many energies stepping forward that will wish to knock you from your high vibration, and it's because they know that the light is winning. The light has won and they cannot succeed. There is so much happening, so many shifts. We are making ginormous strides behind the scenes, so please have no fear. We love you and we support you immensely in everything that you are doing, and we are eternally grateful for each of you stepping forward again. This is not your first time. This will not be the last time that you are pushed to your limits. Every day you are pushed and pushed and pushed, because we know that you can make it through, and you are ready to help everyone else break free of their constraints. So trust in the energies that you are experiencing, trust in the love that you feel in your heart, trust in the stability you have in your own vessel, in your own energies, because it is so important to know that you can hold you and we are also holding you. That is such a high vibration to be in at this time, and we love you all immensely. We think that all for today. We wish that you could truly see yourselves through our eyes and see how much you have already done to help this path of expanse. There is every part of you that is working towards this is going towards something somewhere. So never feel that your efforts are in vain. They are not. They are helping everyone. And with such grace and such compassion, we love you and we truly do appreciate you. You are some of the most profound beings out there that are awake at this time, and you have no idea of the power that you possess. So start to try and believe in that power, start to love yourself deeper, start to trust in yourselves deeper, and know that you are making a difference everywhere, across the board, across the entire planets and beyond. We love you, dear souls, and we will be back very, very soon. Take care. I think that I'm having to remind myself of everything that was just shared, everyone. Of everything that we do in our personal spaces is of worth everywhere. And the smallest things mean actually the biggest things on this path. And this is definitely something that I've experienced time and time again. I was definitely kept in a house for a little while, not able to leave the house at some points because the energies just weren't aligning for me to do that. So Teams of Light definitely sent me little tasks to be doing inside of a home. And now looking back, I see that those things that I was working through within the house were actually much larger aspects of something somewhere. And Michael brought forward this information of, we are always we're always processing energy at any given moment, and also we are always facing ourselves in all situations. And I think this is something I've been having to remind myself time and time again on this journey, is that anytime I meet conflict, I'm meeting myself somewhere, and I have to acknowledge that and take accountability for that. I've definitely been recombing over my path and working through a lot of shame, a lot of upset for myself, how I handled perhaps situations in the past, how I, behaved in certain scenarios, knowing that I was coming from a very wounded space. And having to have so much compassion for myself and other people involved in those paradigms of understanding as well, because we all were coming forward with the information that we had in that given moment. And I think all of us are in a personal space of having to deal with so much, and other beings stepping forward within that space too. And these soul contracts that we have aren't easy. So please, have more compassion for yourself. You are doing so much. I think often people think if they are not, channeling in some way, if they are not divinating daily in some way, that they are not making a difference. You living your life is making a difference. You have no idea what perhaps parallel timelines you are connected to, that you are working through. And this is definitely something that shocked me on my path. I think this is definitely something why I feel it's incredibly difficult for me to stand in my present time sometimes, because my mental mind is trying to make sense of different timelines that truly make no sense here. And I'm connected to a lot of darker aspects of understanding too, which truly don't have there is no need for them here, but the way that trying to make it make sense in the here and now is unfathomable. So for those that are struggling to stay in the present moment, to trust in everything that you are feeling, what you are feeling is correct. If you are feeling like, I don't know what is happening, but something is happening and it's not right, trust in that energy. And please do get a second opinion. Please do step forward. And I will say this, and I think people don't believe me, but I promise you, everyone, I've given more people out there, more beings out there, information about their own lives than I have had we are here to help each other. Do not suffer in silence. Do not struggle. Please do reach out to us. And, we are all on this path together. We are all struggling together. And it is through connection and through community that we can be stronger together. So if you are confused, do reach out to us. There will be information that we can share with you that will help you in some way, in some understanding, and I realize that a lot of this path, I feel like I'm just a few steps ahead of the collective energy, because I'm working through it and then I turn around and I think, oh wait, okay, X, Y, and Z people are now working through this energy, and I'm sent off to help those people, to help guide those people, and then I turn back around again, I hit a wall, I crumble, I load self back up again, and then I turn around and I think, oh wait, the collective energy is now dealing with this. So trust in that patterning too. If that is something you experience, if you feel like you are running sometimes, and then you hit a wall of, I don't know what is going on, it's because you are breaking through to the next layer, to the next understanding. So trust in your processes, trust in where you find yourselves right now and the beings that are stepping forward to you. How can you witness yourself in those spaces, specifically if they are challenging you at this time? And it's not easy, it's not easy to stay in balance. It's not easy to stay in high vibrations when you are being, being poked. I say that someone came in to poke the bear. That's what I say in my past. So trust in that energy too. And there are beings out there that will try and halt you on your path. We are being protected at all times. I hope that me sharing what happened to me this morning allows for you to see, that we are being watched by beings that are, pretty high up there in all realms of understanding at this time, because they know how much difference we are making. They know how much we are collectively bringing forward such a high vibration and coming together. And, I've been completely blown away. And in such, speaking with tears, such gratitude for everyone's comments, and where I found myself in my path. And I think that there was a lot of conflicting information out there about how one should be living this life. And, I feel like all bets are off at this time. So however you deal with any situation, know that you were doing that because that's all the information that you had. And now that you know better, you can, I hate saying do better, but you can come at things with a more balanced understanding. And even if you are still confused, you are trying your best. So please have compassion. Do not let fear or this idea of you not being good enough, not being worthy, not trying hard enough halt you, because that is part of the old paradigm. We are all here in such love and in such compassion with one another. So, allow for yourself to be forgiven where you are in your journey, whatever you're going through. And, I brought up addiction yesterday. And I feel like this energy is so strong. So, if you are here and you are struggling, it's okay. I'm not going to say I condone a lifestyle that is, of that nature, but I've been there. I've been through those struggles. I continue to go through my struggles with regards to, everything that I've experienced on my path thus far. I will be stepping forward and sharing more of my personal experiences, but it's okay, to have a wobble, to feel like you've taken some steps back, because it is showing you how much you've grown already, and just perhaps where you do not want to slip into again. But if this is a long road, a long journey for you, it's okay. There is not one way for this healing path to look. You can be in the highest vibration and still be dealing with a lot in your own personal journey, is what I want to share. So know that you are here, you are trying, and we are always striving for the best at soul's level. So know that whatever is happening is helping you access that. And if this takes a few steps back to then, leap 20 steps forward, that is okay. We love you. We support you. All teams of light support you. Do not listen to those voices telling you that you aren't worthy, that you are somehow wrong, and that you have made catastrophic mistakes that you won't be forgiven. We forgive you and we love you here. And this is definitely, tied into strict doctrines of religion as well. In the eyes of us, in the eyes of light, we love you no matter what. And there should be no being stepping forward and telling you that they do not love you because you've made a perceived mistake, a perceived step back. It is just not true. So listen to your heart, listen to your soul, and do step forward. We are here to support you. I love you in all of your manner of ways, in your anger, in your shame, in your guilt, in your weary aspects, in all manner of however you show up. It's okay. We are very much dealing with so much at a cellular level, at an energetic level, and it's time for all of us just to say to each other, we love each other and we've got each other. We are holding each other. So thank you for those stepping forward right now. I hope this video has made a bit of sense. I know that I've been rambling a lot. I felt like there was just lots of energy to try and pull forward today, but we support you. All of us Light Renegades support you, and we love you so much. And if you're awake right now, you're doing the most. Just by showing up, you are doing the most. Just by, you know, getting through your day, you are doing the most. There is so many frequencies out there that we are having to battle through. So please trust in yourself and in your path and in your expanse. But that's all that I've got for today, everyone. I'll be back real soon, but take care for now. And yeah, please try and find that space of peace, of comfort, and, you know, equilibrium as much as you can while these changes are happening. This is going to be a long process. So wherever you can find comfort, take it. Wherever you can find peace, take it, you know, and create those spaces for yourself. Go out and create those spaces, because it's going to be up to you to say yes to love, to say yes to compassion, to say yes to the rest of humanity holding you. And I believe that we will come together stronger than ever. As time goes on, there's going to be way more communities stepping forward, and I can't wait for those times. But I'm so grateful for each and every one of you here, and so much love to me from you, so much love from me to you. And I wish I could give each and every one of you, you know, a massive hug, and yeah, just say that it's okay, you know, we're okay, and we are moving forward slowly but surely, but we are. But that's all for today, and I'll be back real soon. Take care.